Hello, everyone from Siargao Island, Philippines. How is everybody doing out there? Hope everybody is doing well. Once again, I don't want to sound like a broken record, but I'm going to sound like a broken record. Guys, please, I am doing a survey. I'm doing my own survey investigation about YouTube and Google AdSense. Please, guys, and you guys are definitely coming through big time. Please consider a thumbs up or a thumbs down on the video. It's very simple to do. You see a thumbs icon, this or that. All you got to do is hit it. It'll register, and away you go. Doesn't cost you a dime. Doesn't cost you a penny. But please consider it. Anyways, a little rainy out today. My wife Luisa is going into town with the girls, getting them registered for school. School starts in 6 weeks. Today is June 11th. Did I say 6 weeks? 6 days. 6 days school starts. Actually, 5 more days. The 16th is when it starts. But anyway, she's in town and it's quiet here. Aside from the roosters crowing, it's quiet. I got talking head video. As you can see, my head and I'm talking. Got two questions. And guys, leave the answers below. First question. If you're not happy where you live, and I don't care where you live in this world, why would you stay there? Especially here in the Philippines. If you're not happy where you live, why would you stay there? All right. Second question. Do you associate with other expats that just all they do is just talk trash, negativity about the Philippines and about the Philippine people and the culture? Do you associate with them or don't you? Back to the first question. If you're not happy with where you live, like I said, anywhere in this world, why would you stay there? All right. I'm a perfect example. When I first moved here, we were down in Mindanao at my wife's father's province. I mean, this was out in the middle of nowhere. We were there for 6 months. My wife's father was dying, so we were down there to take care of him and then help bury him and everything like that. But I said, there's no way I could live here. I mean, it is just remote, really, really remote. I think the most modern thing there was a Dunkin' Donuts. But there was no foreigners, period. One. And he was on his deathbed. He was sick, and we went to visit him. Occasionally, on a very small occasion, I would see a foreigner on a bus, say, traveling through. But it wasn't for me. And then we moved up to Angelie City and started living up there. I could see the crime that was growing in Angelie City. And the people that tell you, hey, there's no crime, it's a great place to live in Angelie City, they're lying to you. They are just lying to you. All right? Pre-pandemic, there was crime. There was definitely crime. After pandemic, it seems like the crime just got worse and worse. So I hear other expats complain. I watched a video of a vlogger in that area. I hate Angelie City, shit city, the crime, the pollution, the beggars, you name it. He just hated it. Why do you stay? Why do you stay in an area that you hate? I always hear that, well, Angeles is great because we have an international airport. Guys, I can only talk about Angeles City because that's the only big city I've lived in. You know what I'm saying? International airport. It has malls. It has Western style food. It has this. It has that. It has this. Well, then but you hate it that much. Why do you stay? There are other areas here in the Philippines. BGC, for example. I've been to BGC for a few times. A few times. Clean. Street beggars aren't around. You got malls. You've got the airport. You've got Western style food. All right? Why don't you move there? Why don't you move to like Cebu? Why don't you move to Davao City? Davao City is one of the safest cities in the Philippines. You have many options. I always say people stay where they're at because something draws them there. If they hate something that much, there's something there that draws them there and keeps them there. Like Vegas. You can live in Vegas. I hate Vegas. I hate the crowd. I hate the noise. I hate the pollution. I hate the crime. I hate everything else. But you know what? I'm there because I like to gamble. That's why you stay there. Why do people that hate Angelie City so much and blatantly say it, stay there? Well, what's there? What do people go there for? Just saying, there's a reason why people stay where they're at. Something draws them there. All that negativity, 99.9% hate. There's that 1%. Nah. Sorry. I was there 8 years. Hey, had some good times, had some bad times. But I always said, I will not be here. And my thing is, if you're a single guy, there's no need to stay where you're at if you don't like it. If you're not even a single guy, but if you're a guy with a girlfriend, even a spouse, a wife, and you don't like it, pick up and move. Pick up and move. No need to be there. Anywhere. Just my thoughts on that. No, I don't want to go. I don't want to go there. I was gonna bring up something, but I don't want to go there. Keeping politics out of my channel the best I can. Second question. Do you associate yourself with other expats that just talk trash about the people? About everything here. I used to sit up at Tequila Reef there, right, for breakfast. There were some expats, when they showed up, it's like, God, I don't even want to sit around you. All you do is just talk trash about the people, about the system here, about this, about that. Now, don't get me wrong. It's frustrating to me coming from the West when it comes to things like power, banking, grocery lines. You know what I mean? It's frustrating, but I don't let it consume my life and make me so angry. There's expats that are just so angry about the system here. Why are you here? Like, why are you here? I don't get it. Watching a video. This expat got into a car accident. All right. To be expected. If you're driving here, you're in a city and you're a foreigner, you haven't gotten to an accident yet, hold on, you will. You will. Just a matter of time. Have CCTV cameras in your car. But he got into this accident with a jeepney, right? You're not going to win against a jeepney. Trust me, I found that out too. All right? He was saying how he was mad. He was going to get out of his car. He was ready to kick the jeepney driver's ass. First of all, you're not going to kick any jeepney driver or any Filipino's ass, period. Quit being a tough guy. The tough guy stuff doesn't fly. All right? But he was going to kick the jeepney's ass, jeepney driver's ass. Then he got out. And then he proceeded to call the jeepney driver a stupid motherfucker. And he said he called the jeepney driver a stupid motherfucker like 18 times. Why? Accidents happen. If you're that angry of an expat in the Philippines, it's just a matter of time before you do something and something's going to happen. Calling a jeepney driver a stupid motherfucker 18 times, you're causing that man to lose face. You're causing him to look bad. All right? Accident happens. Keep your cool. Then that same guy that's calling a Filipino a stupid motherfucker is going to wonder why he goes into his Jeep and he grabs a pipe and smacks him upside his head. You know what I'm saying? You're bringing it upon yourself. But guys, there are expats out there that, you know, dumb Filipinos, brain dead Filipinos. They don't have, you know, all the brain cells in their head. Fucktards. I hear it. Why are you here? For real, why are you here? I guess we could put a third question in there. Do expats like that, should they even be in the Philippines? You know what I mean? Should they? You know, are they undesirable expats? You know, all it takes is for you to get angry and say the wrong thing to the wrong person. And something could happen to you, especially if alcohol is involved. But like I said, I don't get it. Yes, you could be frustrated. Yes, you can, you know, roll your eyes. But if you've been here 5 years, you know how things go here. You're not going to change it. Same way with the crime. Oh, the police need to do this. The police need to do that. Well, it's not our country. All right? Until the people, the Filipino people, can jump up and make changes or protest for changes, it's still going to happen. But yeah, why would you be and stay in a city you hate that much? Why? Move. What's keeping you in your city? All the things I've heard. I know I'm going to sound like a broken record. The airport, food, malls, there's other areas in the Philippines that don't have the crime that you don't like. And if you think you're safe, I'm going to wrap it up with this one. If you think you're safe because, oh, I live in a gated community, I live in a condo, you ain't safe. We had friends that lived over in, where the heck is it, outside Koreatown there. And I can't think of the name of the gated community. Nice community, nice homes in there, and there's a lot of expats in there, a lot of Filipinos in there. They thought they were safe over there. These are Filipinos. And a couple robberies happened right around their house. And you're not safe. Condos, you think you're safe in a condo? I've heard stories where people live in condos and condo apartments were getting robbed. The security guards weren't doing their job. What it comes down to. Or the security guard was involved in the robbery. Don't think you're safe because of where you live and, oh, it's a gated community or it's a condo. It can happen to you. But yeah, that's my questions, guys. Leave the comments down below. I don't know. I guess I think different. We're all different, right? But anyways, one more story, quick. I was thinking about this. Another friend of mine that lives up in Angelie City, he has solar lights outside his house up on top of the pillar. All right. Twice he's been robbed. He goes to the barangay office. Hey, this guy's robbing my solar lights. The barangay told him, yes, we know who he is, but we can't do anything about it. Guys, when you live in a city where every house looks like it's SCI Graterford, concertina wire around everything, there's a problem there. All right? There's a problem there. We're out here in the province. I don't think I've seen any homes, and there are nice homes out here, that look like SCI Graterford, concertina wire, barbed wire. And I think it also has to do with the mentality of the people that live in the area. those that have respect for others, those that, like on this island, people believe if I do something bad, it's going to come back to me, two, three times worse. I think it has a lot to do with it. I could go on and on, but anyways, that's all I have to say. All I have to say. Once again, guys, thank you very much. Quick, I am filming on the Sony ZV-1 with my Rode wireless go-to microphone. You guys did leave good comments about when I filmed with the ZV-1 about the stabilization. I have a stabilizer coming. Got a stabilizer coming to correct that problem. So, all right, guys, we shall talk to you later.